Alright, hello YouTube, welcome to Small from the Depths. So, we're finally starting the Ashes of the Empire campaign properly. That's interesting. We could just turn off the volume restriction, can we? I didn't know that was an option. Why does that shrink the... Let's scale the text differently. It gets rid of that space at the bottom. Okay, weird. Weird little bug, but okay. Yeah. Oh god, do we... Okay, look, so the volume restriction is there to sort of balance things, but it would be pretty funny to have, like, some mega tanks at some point. I really do like the idea of that, but I know the volume restriction's here to stop things getting silly. Tell you what. We'll play with it off, but we'll stick to it, unless you want to build some kind of supercraft. I think that's what we'll do. Or do we just play fair anyway and try... No, okay, we'll stick with it. Yeah, we'll stick with it. We better do it properly, I guess. Right, ash drifting, fluttering, driven by the wind. The ashes fall, the ashes drift, uncertain of their final resting place. This is the fate of the Empire, torn apart in the fire of civil war, burned and turned to ash. Where will the wind of fate blow? Where will it land? Oh, so I guess it's already broken up. The betrayal of the white flares, oh, of course it's their fault, was the spark that lit the fires and nothing could stop it. The Steel Empire is fractured. The flayed ones are the 13 Sages, now known as the Lightning Hoods on one side. In the shadow of the Empire, now known as the Steel Striders, backed up by the artificial friends, the Twin Guardians, on the other. The Onyx Watch, preparing a stand of independence, that sounds right, refuses to stand with anyone and is holed up in their fortresses, ready to crush anyone who comes near their lands. And the infernal Dustwood Gypsies... Oh, that's interesting! I didn't say they were called the Dustwood Gypsies at one point. They're still called that on this. Yeah, they're meant to be what? The... God, what are they called now? The Dustwaste Gangs or something? Or Dustman Gangs? Interesting. Pushing outside of territories, are raiding and ambushing anywhere they see opportunity, feasting on the dying rains of the Empire. Let's go. We'll play it on medium. I don't want to do hard again because that screws up the damage mechanics, and I really was not keen on that. I'm not at all happy with the whole, like, hey, you just do less damage. It's just like, oh, okay, oh. Junk trader, you're a humble junk trader, isolated on your land amidst your collection of broken down cars and refurbed military vehicles. In times of peace, your centralized location made great profit for the peoples the entire nation came to buy from you. Now your location means you're just in the way of the military war machines. 2,500 volume limit. We can capture things, but we can't repair them. Oh, that sucks. So even if we capture an enemy vehicle, we couldn't use it. That kind of stinks. I do notice we have some static defenses, although I wouldn't trust their armor to stand up to more than like a couple of severe hits. These, okay, the guns might be okay because they've got a... No, they're shielded with wood. Okay, so we can assume those will do effectively nothing. We have the resource gatherer. How many... 48 per second. How much does each of these drain? Oh. 6 per second. That means if we've got all of them... 24, right? So if it's 24 and it's 46, we could probably double them up. And that would be 48. Cool. I better go sort something quickly because someone's messaged me and I think this might be important. So back in a moment, YouTube. Alright, and we're back. So, in terms of vehicles, we have the one little half track. We also, I think, already have about half as many resources as we need to build that, build a Rosalie. We've got another little vehicle here. Is this functional? If it was detached from the thing? Potentially, but I can't say it'd be much good. Is this going to be our construction yard? Does this have anything to build with? I see. We have a sophisticated plan. Right. What we don't have is a construction yard, so we do need something for actually building with. Is the gatherer or the sifter, are they too big? What was it? Campaign builds? No. Campaign. How much volume is the Heavy construction yard probably will be too much. Oh, yeah, too expensive. Yeah, they're probably too much. Let's stick. Oh, where is the best place to build from? There's resources on this building already. Or just in mimics. No, they're actually real containers. Okay. What is this? Is this our like? Is this our like base? Is this like if we lose this, we die? Could be. Right. Anyway. Let's get some actual construction equipment on and start building. I guess this is our, yeah, this is a storage yard. This has actually got some resources on it. Okay. We want a, where's it? Mist. We'll have to build some actual land buildings at some point in the future. Vehicle blueprint support that. Let's put it in a direction where it's not going to be crashing into, not going to be spawning into stuff. Actually, let's put it up in the air a little bit as well. The vehicles don't really take full damage as long as they don't like fall over on land. But we don't need to build that far away either. Actually, we don't even need to hold it because we can just actually we will anyway, just in case. But right. Oh, sorry. Stomach's been weird. Oh, we've got just enough resources as we were speaking. Oh, there's even some. Okay, so I guess this is. I guess this is meant to be our construction yard, but with this thing in the way, we can't build anything from it. Strange. Is this docked? Can we undock this? Is there a docking port on it somewhere? Under here, if anywhere? No? Hmm. Anyway, let's stick some construction things on this. Don't need a tremendous amount because they're small. That's a nice advantage here. Vehicles will be very quick to manufacture in this campaign. I don't know how many we're going to need, but if we've already got enough to build one, then our resourcing rate will slow down a tiny bit, but I mean like... Growth 48 a second. Yes, in theory we should be perfectly matching the thing, although I don't have growth, which is how much we're actually extracting. I'm not so sure now. Anyway, yes, if you didn't see the first two episodes, this is our Vivian, what do you call it, 80 gem carrier. Little portable missile silo, basically. It's checkerboard pattern. I do like how that turned out. I'd be happy to take suggestions of the colour scheme, but we didn't get any, so I worked this out instead. I guess it's able to take resources from the other buildings nearby, which is nice, because obviously there's a load of separate buildings. Oh, I thought I remember that I dropped it. Is this thing usable? Does it have... Is it actually docked on here? That was acting like it could still move a little bit. Oh, look at this! Look at this cool dude as the gunner. Who's this guy? Oh, I do like that. Yes, are we? Is this actually attached somewhere? Could we actually make this move in theory? Or is it actually building? Is that what's going on? I'm not actually sure. That's weird. Anyway. We nearly got 10,000 again already? And if we have, I'll... Oh. There we go. Now the resources are going down. Is this because 90% of this thing's cost is in the missile launcher, by any chance? No, we just have already built up a decent amount of resources. Make sure it's fueled up. No, come on.
Yes.
Okay, it's done. Huzzah! Now this has been fueled up. Or maybe try and get a Momica done as well. Oh, we've got other gathering stations, have we? Ah, okay. This means we probably need... Actually, I know one thing we need, and this is a case where we can reuse something from the original campaign. Yeah, remember these? Radar balloon. Let's get one of these built. Yeah, if you didn't see this is from our original Need to campaign. This is what we use for scouting the place out. Ah, could it be that it's counting all the commodities nearby and we don't actually have enough to build it? That's fine. Let's spawn in one of these. Are they already spawned in? Let's spawn in the land harvester and take a look. And also whatever the other thing was as well. Okay, so these are the same. Oh, look at that drill. That's cool. However, assuming the growth rate is the same here, we could also have more of those on it. I don't know whether it is 35 a second yet. I'd rather we were just pulling it out at maximum rate than only doing some, even if that does mean that there's no emergency reserve in the ground. I'd rather just have it all ready to go at a moment's notice. Oh! I somehow turned symmetry on without meaning to, but that's fine.
Yes.
Oh, that is the same building. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Back on board. Does it say air vehicle? It's like, wait, no, that's the balloon. That is an air vehicle. Makes perfect sense. 1,000 commodities. Oh, we do have a tiny amount of commodities, but pretty much zero. Okay. I guess we're going for a ride with it. Right, radar balloon. Your own fleet.
Yes.
You can float up to there. Let time pass a bit and gain some resources. With this, we won't be caught quite so off guard. So, the other thing we should probably do is actually get a proper look at the terrain. And the answer looks to be it's flat apart from over there.
Yes.
Yeah, drone. Oh, so I guess it's deployed maybe when the...
Yes.
I guess maybe the idea is it's deployed once the once the battle starts with this particular base. Right.
Yes.
Control mode. Should we go over to there quickly? We'll spawn in another, we'll try and spawn in a Momica as well to go with it. Then we could send those two out scouting. AOTE campaign. Momica. I probably want some supplies as well, but so it might not be out immediately, but... Yeah, and again, if you didn't see this one, this is our light tank. Rapid fire, armor-piercing gun on this one. And slightly iffy detection systems, they may need some work, but... It's coming together quite quickly. It's only a light tank, so the armor is pretty thin. Although we do have some heavy armor panels in front of the AI and the player. To defend them a little bit more. It's meant to be light, so I didn't want to overly armor it. I would like it to be able to at least withstand a decent hit. Sort of well-designed armor rather than lots of it, I guess would be the way to put it. Hopefully, anyway. I know someone mentioned EMP protection, which is like, oh god, I forgot, I'm going to have to deal with that as well. But we shouldn't have to worry about that at first. Dustwind gangs or gypsies or whatever they are at this point aren't going to be using EMP, I don't think. I know they're better equipped to some extent than the Deepwater Guard, but I'm pretty sure EMP is beyond them. That's that turret's coming together. Looks like the turret's coming together. I don't mind doing the build montages when the vehicles are only this big. Not montages, but watching them come together when they're only this big. Again, a little bit of heavy armor on the front. Should be a reasonably tough turret as long as it's not hit directly from above. But hopefully Vivian, or the Vivians will keep aircraft off them. What's left to finish on that? Ah. Resources, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay.
Listening.
This is why I didn't want you. This is why I didn't want you there, because you're sitting on top of the other one.
Mode standing by. On my way. On my way.
you face the right way.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Get that one fully filled as well. And you
Yes.
two merge into a fleet. This will be... No, not with the radar balloon as well. Right, so this fleet will be... First Light Tank Vanguard. Scouting forces. Right. I guess we could start
On my
capturing some
way.
territory. Someone also mentioned we could reuse the planes from Ashes of the Empire, potentially update those with jets and things, and I'm like, yep, I agree. We should do that. What's the resource storage on you guys? It's nearly full already. We probably need... I didn't really want to be doing another building episode already. Oh god, they're moving slow. Okay, no, you guys are definitely not that slow. But I'm pretty sure you're reasonably quick. Spawn... No. Spawn this fleet in. Let's get their speed set right.
Yes. Yes. Resuming control.
Is there any reason this one is not moving? You okay? Yeah, they say I know you're faster than... Well, nothing, basically. 25-ish.
Yes.
Okay, what's their speed now? 27. That's more like it. I'd say they're not the fastest thing in the world, but they're not slow, and again, they're certainly not that slow. Right. Yeah, I think we already need a transport truck. Would it be... I know what we could do here, actually, potentially. We could do this in episode very quickly. If we... Play you guys. Let's go back to the player garage. Or whatever building it is we've set the constructor up on. It's not that turret. It's this... Well, actually, where is it? Am I going mad? Hello? It's this one. If we spawn in another Vivian, I think we could very quickly convert a Vivian into a material carrier. So what we could do is we could take the launcher off and fill the back cavity with the storage. Of course, we might need to let it actually fully build first before we can then take it off, but...
Yes.
Keep an eye on that while the others travel. Now, do we have any enemies? We don't yet. Oh god, it's Captain Jack Sparrow. Sparrow? Yes, Captain Jack Sparrow. That's what he's called now, as far as I'm concerned. Right. So Captain Jack, we've got Cyberpunk. We've got the Wizard. We've got Arabia. We've got a robot. And we've got average Commander Man. So we're doing well. No, it's all serious. We've got Steel Empires, they're the realistic tanks. We've got Twin Guard, they're the robots. Onyx Watch are the fortresses. That's kind of interesting. They've gone for an Arabian theme. I always thought they'd be more like traditional knights, but fair enough. There's us. Yeah, but there's a person, which is not what I thought was going on with the Rambot, but okay. Yeah, I thought with the little eyes it was just a robot. Light Flares, Mad Cultist. Yeah, they're like Lightning Hoods, high-tech, flying, lasers. And Dustwind Gangs are, again, like a slightly more competent Deepwater Guard. Their stuff is all over the shop, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's completely incompetent. What we could also do with on one of these buildings is decent resource storage, because we'll fill up fairly quickly at the current rate. We'll also get some more tanks built fairly swiftly. I think they basically use almost no resources when they're sat there as compared to the ships we've used in previous campaigns, so they should be quite budget friendly. In terms of upkeep, anyway. Which potentially means we might have to fight a lot more of them. Unlock, delete. Delete that. You can delete all this stuff, although we might put a repair bot back in the front section. A little cramped in there, but that's fine. Delete the lead ballast. That's for the sake of balance when it's moving quickly, but that's less important for the transport. And resources. Material storage. come on. Mirror. Mirror. Alright, I'll do it manually. Rear armor could be thinner as well, because again, it's not going to be expected to get into a fight. Do metal on one side. I guess we could stack this up to look like it's got different things in it. Tanks. Or some kind of liquid, and a bunch of these fancy containers. And we'll save this as our... oh god, we need a name for it as well, don't we? It's time again. I've got to look on the wiki and see what the names are. Hang on. Very quickly. This will be the AOTE resort area. Is there a character I didn't much care for? Or got like nothing from. Tell you what, we'll go for one of the characters I got very little from. This will be Nugget. Whoop. Great. Then that will be its own thing.
Yes.
You will be the first supply runners. So you're going to be a what do you call it? You're a cargo. Creators will fill your resource storage, given to user types. Yes, so you'll go. Hello, you will go to there.
On my way. On my way.
And back to there.
On my way.
To
On
there.
my way.
Back to there.
On my way.
And then
On my way.
should be on the loop.
Yes.
This is a. You should be creators.
Yes.
So you are the cargo craft. Right, is the resource
Yes.
in. Are you moving, or is your okay? So your speed is terrible because you haven't been used yet, so it doesn't know how fast you can go. Should, if anything, be even quicker than the stock Vivian because it's lighter. Actually, is it? Okay, no, maybe caps out at about the same speed. 27. 26. Oh yeah, because it doesn't quite take your full speed. Yeah, we definitely need to be.
Yes.
There is capturing happening down there. Speed up the game for a little bit now. In fact, it probably doesn't actually need to get that close. In that case, what we'll do is we'll go... Oh, shoot. Oh, moving to catch location. Okay. I really hope they don't get that, because we're clearly way ahead of them, and I've had this happen before, and I still don't know exactly what the rules are for that.
Yes.
You should be creator type, and you should be trying to fill up.
Yes.
In fact, you should probably be going, so if we go... I think you only have to get into that zone, so if he goes to there,
On
to
my
there,
way. On my
to
way.
there, and loop back round again, because those overlap, that should be alright, I think.
Yes.
Right. How many resources do we have here? We can and probably should be building some more vehicles now. Right. Need to rename whatever our actual construction building is called. It's the Gatherer, isn't it? Or build a dedicated construction yard at some point. I should have OBS open so I can actually see how long we've run for. Right. Let's build 2 more Momicas and another Vivian. We'll split them up for now so they can do quick capturing. So I do think the Momica's not as good as the Vivian, but it should be tougher, so that's why I'm building a few of those.
Yes.
Form them into an actual combat fleet later, but for now they can just go and...
Yes.
Listening.
Landlord standing by.
It also helps
Yes.
if it actually knows what they are. I need to resave one of them once it knows it's a land type.
Standing by.
In fact, once that one's done, I'll spawn that one in and save it quickly. Let's get it up to full speed so we can tell for sure how fast it is. Put some commodities so we can speed test it. So it is noticeably faster than the Vivian, actually. Let's say vehicle. It says nothing has changed, but that should update the stuff for the campaign. Right, so you.
On my way.
There.
Yes.
You. Go down to there.
On my way. Yes.
You. Go up to there. It's sheer numbers we need for capturing at this point.
Yes.
You can come down to here so you're ready for when... if these guys get closer. Okay, we did get that. I was going to say, good. Likelihoods definitely shouldn't have been getting that one. Okay, they will get that one though, fair enough. Rattler. Yeah, Dustwind Gangs, yeah, I was going to say that is a Dustwind Gangs craft, that sounds familiar. Oh, that one has an edit speed updated. Definitely not going to make it first with that. You might be... ah, okay, I think we're boxed in.
On my way.
Oh, capture this board section is in progress. Okay, so it's already been captured. Wow, okay, we've been boxed in very quickly.
On my way.
You actually get your... no, come on. Right.
Yes.
Spawn it in. Spawn to it. Get that speed set properly. I do wish that would save a bit better with the actual vehicle itself. Looks like they could build up about 10k between things. Oh, this one's been captured as well. Hadron, Still Empire. Oh god, they're right near us already, are they? Shadowcat. Oh, so they're hit. Oh god, we're right next to them. Okay, that's not great. Now, why are you supposed to be going higher than that radar balloon?
Listening. Moving out.
Maybe it is as high as it can go. Right. We could probably also... oh, we built the Mark II, didn't we? I probably should have built a Mark II rather than the Mark I. Yeah, how many resources have we got there? Yeah, disassemble the Mark I. It's fine. It gave us a good idea, but we should be building the Mark II. It's the land harvester. It's literally at the top. I keep missing it. Right. Campaign. Yeah, because I'm forgetting we've got access to all the neater stuff. Where is it? Radar Balloon Mark II. This one come together very quickly. By comparison, at least. Yeah, this one doesn't use balloons, it uses iron thrusters. Can fly higher than the others, and it's got a better radar dish. It is consequently quite a bit more expensive, but for the huge vision it gives you, it's worth it. It's not even maxing it out, you can go higher. There he goes. Drifting off into space like the big old mushroom he is.
Yes.
Moving out.
That's a little more like it. Now we can see what's going on. Oh, hang on, there is a free catchable spot. Where's that spare Momica?
Yes.
Yeah, go up and
On
grab
my
that
way.
quick. There's a resource thing right there, but it's on the other side of the lightning hoods, and we know how fighting those too early goes. Which is also C1. Can't wait for this one to go wrong, like every other campaign we tried as so far, where we've screwed it up once early on and had to restart. But no, we'll only pick a fight with the Dustwind Gangs if we can. It's also taken already. What colour are they? Actually don't know. Right, are we going to get these, or are the Steel Empire going to somehow pinch them?
Yes.
We definitely got some of them first. Yeah, that's right, get out of there.
Yes. On my way.
They got that one apparently. Great.
On my way.
Sure they definitely got there first, and we didn't.
On my way.
I don't know exactly how priority works for capturing, but I'm sure it's a little bit jank. There's also another one trying to steal our territory there. It really did give you barely anything. And it doesn't really matter, like, territory on its own. Look at this. Greedy bastards.
Yes.
Come on, Vanguard forces, more already there. If it is dependent on numbers, there are a lot more of us there than there are anything else, because there's 2 tanks, basically. Good. Get out.
On my way.
Get your varmints. Right. Storage at HQ is full. That we need to change. Yeah, to fit this one with a bit more resource storage. Which I mean, we're going to slap some crates to it. Or onto it, I guess. There we go. I think while that's there, that's actually like actively siphoning resources onto it. Or from it even. I know what I mean, even if I don't know what I mean. Right, that's captured. Yeah, so it'll only be the space to the north of us we can capture.
Yes.
Ah. Oh yeah, I'll just say the Mammoth should be able to see a little bit because it's got the texture assistance built in, but it's... yeah, really not much.
Yes.
So I can't see anyone trying to capture this one, so I think we're going to get that one at least. Radar balloons providing good coverage. Can see.
Listening. Listening.
Give this man some energy.
Yes.
Looks like they're trying to take that, but they shouldn't be able to. Lucerne. It's quite a big one, isn't it? 30,000 years, a lot bigger than ours, although again I suppose a lot of them will be at the moment. Onyx Watch would be a bad opponent to make early on, I think, because we've not got the best weaponry. We've taken on heavy tank armor. We don't have anything that really
Yes. On my way.
punches through their kit. Why can't we capture here?
Yes.
What do you mean adjacent to our own territory? It is.
Yes.
There? That is next to our own territory. Why can't we capture that?
Yes.
Listening. Moving out.
You can float over that way and see if you can show us why. Is this because this is someone else's territory? It's definitely next to ours because we got that one.
Yes.
Alright, I guess we'll leave.
On my way. Yes.
Don't know what's going on there. We're definitely next to that. We definitely should be able to capture that. Anyway, we'll move the tanks onto the plains over there.
Yes. On my way.
Oh wow, they're using non when they're sat idle. That's excellent. That means they just don't have idle usage. They just chill. Right.
Yes.
We should probably have some more vehicles built. Because I get the feeling if it's this easy to get this many resources early on, we're going to have a lot of opposition. So, ATE. Spawn the second force of 3 Vivians and 4 Momicas. It's like our main tank force for now. Dauntless.
Yes.
Oh, that's not Dauntless,
On
that's
my
the
way.
Vivian. Okay.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's the Dauntless.
Yes.
I should build the new tanks. They will be merged into a fleet.
Yes.
This will be the first main battle force. It's our sort of main tank forces. Looks like the speed is saved correctly now. And the resources that we use about half what we had. Right. First opponent. Of course, the free one is the Onyx Watch. It might... You know, I was saying it was a bad idea But we might have to fight them because none of the others are good. I really don't want to be fighting two immediately, especially not two on exact opposite sides from each other. White flares against the Sky Empire and Twin Guard. Yuck. Fighting with the white flares. Ew. Even if the resources are good. Deepwater Guard and Lightning Hoods against the Onyx Watch, Steel Empire, Twin Guard. No. Steel Empire, Twin Guard. No. Fight everybody. No. Join the Lightning Hoods against Steel Empire, Twin Guard. These are dreadful. Our best option is the Onyx Watch, and we get nothing for it. And I don't know if that even is a great option because they've all got heavy armor, and I don't know if we're going to be able to hurt that. Mind you, we've got small light vehicles, they've got cram cannons. This would be really bad if we're hit, but we should be good at dodging. I don't like any of the others of these. We can't afford that one. Does everything else have us fighting this? Everything has us fighting the Steel Empire. Oh, God. Except for this one, where we fight two at once. And again, I really don't like that. We're fighting the Onyx Watch either way. I guess we've got to focus on the Onyx Watch. Okay. That's not great, but okay. Right. And now we can capture.
Yes.
I guess maybe because it was their territory we couldn't earlier.
On my way.
In fact, hang on.
Yes.
You lot.
Yes.
Form up.
Yes.
We'll form these guys into
Yes.
an improved version of the Vanguard.
On my
Or
way.
these will be the second force, actually. We'll just scrap the Vanguard already. We'll have two main forces. Logistics are all sorted down there. I don't think we're going to get any surprise attacks from the Onyx Watch, but...
Yes.
Merge into a fleet. Right. And this will be the second main battle force. What's their formation like?
Yes.
Is that two stacked on top of each other there? It is. Right.
Yes. On my way.
So,
Yes.
the Americas should be at the front.
On my way. Yes. On my way. Yes. Yes. On my way. Yes.
And the Vivians could be at the back. Because we want the actual...
On my way.
want the actual tanks up front.
On my way. Yes.
Right. Oh, they're separate?
Yes.
Okay. Now you are the second main force. They are still in formation, so let's go. Let's go scout ahead. Oh, it's getting dark already. Crikey. We'll run this episode a little longer.
On my way.
So it's the first one. Let's try and get into a fight. See how we do and get an idea of what we're working with before we finish up.
On my way. On my way.
Okay, what I'm immediately noticing is we probably want scout planes or a scout tank of some sort with a good radar, because the very basic one on the
On my way.
Vivians is not enough. Because I can't see a thing. I know, again, an E-Warfare tank was brought up, one with scramblers on it, sort of dedicated to E-War, which could be quite fun, and it would be the sort of thing where it would make sense to have some radar. I believe it said, yeah, Gunner's Watch are up here.
Yes. On my way.
Ah, excellent. Let's get into a fight. Overseer. Oh, it's a plane? Or is it just named wrong?
Yes.
Well, if it wasn't the Onyx Watch, I would say the Momicas should be, or the Vivian should be well sent for this. No, it is the Momicas, what am I saying? It's not a plane. Excuse me? You're not gonna point guns to target? They're not loaded? I'm glad these two are firing, because the others aren't. What are we looking... Oh my god, okay, we may have a problem here. So, these two are fired immediately, that's good. Our enemy is... a tank destroyer. Okay, it's the wall of guns one we saw when we were looking at stuff. Well, that did almost nothing. Oh, we are firing now. Oh, it's probably their slightly weird detection systems. It probably took a moment to see it. No, don't do that. Thankfully, I don't think they smashed anything worse than a few panels. Yeah, so it looks like I was right on one thing at least. We are quite a bit more evasive. We are avoiding them. They did take quite a bit of damage just crashing into each other like that, but they seem to be okay. Moving in. Pretty good formation, really. I think we might be okay here. Unless that hits. Oh, we have a hit. It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, fine. Shrug that off. Excellent. Good work, fellas. You're doing okay. Keep it up. I guess ladies, technically, given the names we've given them, but... How is that thing doing? Yeah, damage has been caused. I don't think it's dead by any means, but... Those are hurting it. I was thinking actually as well, because I brought up the EMP thing earlier. There's apparently been some debate in the sort of YouTuber community with like some of the big YouTubers saying about like, does EMP really have a place anymore? Should it be removed from the game, kind of thing? It's kind of interesting because it's, I think mechanically it's very all or nothing. It's like if you get hit by it and you're not kitted out to defend against it, you die. And if you are kitted out to defend against it, it does like nearly nothing if your defenses are good against it. Kind of an interesting one. Oh, I think Vivian just took a cram round. I think its missile launch has been demolished. That's a problem. We just lost a good chunk of damage there. We are running into the issue immediately that our guns are not very powerful, but I guess that means we know what to develop next. I guess our next task should be a heavier demolition vehicle. I believe there's some talk on the Discord about building a something like an FV405 or 4005, which is a like a big what do you call it? Hesh round launcher. Not a particularly sophisticated tank in some ways. It wasn't great in reality, but it was functional at least.
Yes.
You guys should be repairing. Yeah, and oh, a repair vehicle might be good actually. Something like the equivalent of a sifter, but not a sifter because the sifter's garbage. Actually, well, okay, it was bad, but it got us through a lot of the campaign. Could we build a sifter? They're not very big. Could we build a repair sifter and actually just send it out to repair things and build bases? We are allowed air vehicles. I want to focus primarily on tanks, but there's nothing stopping you doing planes.
Yes.
These guys are doing alright. Grab the salvage. Excellent. But yeah, I'd say that's a good start. I do think we need to develop some specific anti-heavy armor guns. We were okay in that fight, but we did take a lot of damage when we were hit. A good bit of damage when we were hit, and I'd like to not be doing that, so some work to be done. But yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.